Are you planning a trip to Orlando and wondering if you can find a resort that feels like a vacation home but still gives you the convenience of a hotel stay? Well, today, the Endless Summer family is taking you inside the Sheraton Vistana Villages Resort Villas on International Drive, a property that combines spacious villa-style accommodations, family-friendly amenities, and a fantastic location near all the major theme parks. And here's the kicker, you don't have to be an owner to stay here. You can book it just like a traditional hotel. Now, stay tuned, because in this video we will give you a full property overview, an in-depth room tour, a look at the pools and dining options, and share exactly what we paid for our stay. Plus, we'll let you in on how we find the best deals on nightly rates, which can save you a ton of money when booking Orlando resorts. So stick with us as you won't want to miss that. The Sheraton Vistana Villages Resort Villas is part of Marriott's Vacation Club portfolio, which means it's primarily a timeshare property. But don't worry, you don't have to sit through a presentation or be an owner to enjoy a stay here. The resort is open to nightly guests just like a traditional hotel, which is exactly how we booked our visit. The property itself is divided into 4 distinct sections: Bella, Key West, St. Augustine, and Amelia. Each area has its own architectural style and atmosphere. Bella has more of a Mediterranean feel, Key West is bright and tropical, St. Augustine has a classic Florida vibe, and Amelia is the newest section with a slightly more modern design. This makes the resort feel more like a small village than a single hotel building, hence the name. It's spread out and spacious, which is perfect if you're looking for a more relaxed environment compared to the hustle and bustle of staying directly on Disney property. Now let's talk location, because this is one of the biggest selling points of the resort. You're right on International Drive, which is one of Orlando's most well-known stretches for dining, shopping, and attractions. From the property, you're only about 5 miles, or roughly a 15-minute drive, to Walt Disney World depending on traffic. If Universal Orlando is your destination, that's about 7 miles away, or around 15 to 20 minutes by car. And if you're planning to visit SeaWorld, you're in luck as it's just 3 miles away, less than a 10-minute drive. So no matter which park you're headed to, you're in a prime spot. And because you're on International Drive, you also have easy access to outlet shopping, entertainment like Icon Park, and plenty of restaurants ranging from casual chains to sit-down dining. It's a location that really puts you in the center of everything Orlando has to offer. Let's move on to the rooms, because this is where the Sheraton Vistana really stands out compared to a traditional hotel. This isn't your standard 300 square foot room with 2 beds and a desk. These are villa-style accommodations designed for longer stays and larger groups. The resort offers several room types. At the smaller end, you have the 1-bedroom smaller villa, which is about 500 square feet and is the one we stayed in. Next up is the 1-bedroom villa, which is larger, around 870 square feet, with more living space. You also have the 2-bedroom villas, which can range from about 1,100 to 1,300 square feet, and those can comfortably sleep 6 to 8 guests. Finally, there are 3-bedroom villas in some sections of the resort, which are massive and perfect for big families or groups traveling together. Now, in our 1-bedroom smaller villa, you walk into a full kitchen with all the essentials: a large refrigerator, cooktop, dishwasher, microwave, and plenty of cookware if you want to prepare meals. There's a dining area with a table for 4, and a separate living room with a sofa and TV. The bedroom has a king bed, and the bathroom is spacious with a combination shower and tub. One of the best features is the screened-in patio, which gives you a private outdoor space without worrying about bugs. And for longer stays, having a washer and dryer right in the villa is a huge convenience. This setup makes it feel much more like a condo or apartment than a hotel room. Families especially will appreciate being able to spread out, cook meals, and do laundry without leaving the room. Now let's talk about what it costs to stay here, because we know that's one of the most important factors when planning a trip. Rates at the Sheraton Vistana can vary a lot depending on the season, the room type, and how far in advance you book. On average, the smaller 1-bedroom villas like the one we stayed in typically range from around $100 to $150 per night. The larger 1-bedroom villas are usually in the $125 to $180 per night range. Two-bedroom villas often go for around $150 to $250 per night, and three bedrooms can climb higher, up to $350 per night, depending on demand. For our stay in September 2025, we paid just $92.25 for a single night in the one-bedroom smaller villa. That's an incredible deal for the amount of space and amenities you get. Of course, parking is an additional cost at $25 per night plus tax for overnight guests. There's no resort fee, which is a big plus compared to many Orlando hotels that tack on $30 or more per night in fees. So while the parking does add to the cost, the absence of a resort fee helps keep the total price reasonable. Now is a good time to share how the Endless Summer family saves money on our hotel stays. We've recently partnered with a travel website called Plannin.com, and it's quickly become one of our go-to tools for booking hotels. Plannin.com gives travelers access to discounts of up to 40% off at more than 2 million hotels worldwide. That includes everything from budget-friendly spots near the theme parks to luxury on-site resorts like Disney's Grand Floridian and Universal's Helios Grand. If you're planning a Disney or Universal trip, or really any vacation, it's worth signing up to see what kind of deals are available. Membership is completely free, and you can get started right away by scanning the QR code on your screen or clicking the link in the description below. For us, Plannin has been a fantastic resource when comparing hotel rates here in Orlando, and it's helped us stretch our budget further so we can enjoy even more of what the theme parks have to offer. So if you're curious, now's the perfect time to pause this video for a moment and check it out. One of the highlights of this resort is the amenities. There are 3 different pool areas, each with its own personality. The main pool, a rock waterfall with a large splash area. There is also another pool with a pirate ship-themed kids play area, which is a huge hit with families. The third pool is more relaxed and quieter, perfect if you're looking to unwind. Beyond the pools, you'll find multiple fitness centers, a recreation center with organized activities throughout the day, and plenty of sports courts. You can play tennis, try out pickleball, shoot some hoops on the basketball court, or even get a game of sand volleyball going. The recreation team also runs activities like crafts, games, and poolside contests, which add to the vacation atmosphere. This is the kind of resort where you could easily spend an entire day without ever leaving the property, and you wouldn't run out of things to do. When it comes to dining, the resort has several on-site options. The Breeze Bar and Grill is the main sit-down restaurant, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pirates Cove Pool Bar is a casual spot for snacks and drinks while you're lounging by the pool. Cocktails is another option for light bites and cocktails, and the Villages Marketplace is your go-to for coffee, grab-and-go items, and convenience essentials. If you'd rather cook in your villa, there's a Publix supermarket just a short drive away, making it easy to stock up on groceries. And if you want to eat out, you're in a prime location on International Drive with plenty of choices nearby. Within just a couple of minutes, you've got restaurants like Benihana and Outback Steakhouse, plus dozens of other options up and down the strip. So why should you choose the Sheraton Vistana Villages Resort Villas? First, the location is excellent, close to all the theme parks and right in the middle of Orlando's best dining and entertainment. Second, the rooms are spacious and designed for comfort, which makes a huge difference compared to a standard hotel stay. Third, the amenities are extensive, with pools, sports courts, fitness centers, and a full slate of activities that can keep the whole family entertained. It's also worth mentioning that if you're a Marriott Bonvoy member, you can earn and use points here, which adds extra value. The only downside we experienced was that our room wasn't ready until after 4 p.m., and with a 10 a.m. checkout, that really limited our time on property. For that reason, I'd highly recommend booking at least 2 or more nights to really take advantage of everything the resort has to offer. Overall, we thought the Sheraton Vistana Villages Resort Villas offered excellent value for the money. For under $100 a night, we had a full 1-bedroom villa with a kitchen, laundry, and plenty of space. Add in the pools, activities, and location, and it's hard to beat. Yes, parking does add to the cost, but with no resort fee, the overall price still comes out as a solid deal. If you're traveling as a family, a group, or even just as a couple who wants more space and amenities, this resort checks all the boxes. For us, it was absolutely worth it, and we'd stay here again, especially for a longer trip. Thanks so much for joining the Endless Summer family on this tour. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more honest hotel and travel reviews, and don't forget to check out our link in the description below for hotel rates and reservation.